What's up everyone? Today I'm taking you all through the process of doing a budget garage paint job on my 1994 Acura Integra. Now you may be thinking that the paint looks like it's in pretty good condition, but don't let the camera fool you. This paint is full of heavy texture, it's got runs all over, and the whole front end is a completely different shade of white. Now I want to start off by saying that I am no professional, and honestly I really have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm not going to let that stop me from achieving a desirable finish. So the first thing that I did was remove the headlights and the taillights, as I didn't want to accidentally get sanding marks on those. Now it's time to start the longest process of the entire job, sanding. I started off by using a 320 grit with an orbital sander. This first pass alone took me so long to complete, as the single stage paint on this car is super thick, and my sandpaper kept getting clogged really fast. If you're going to be attempting this job, don't be like me and cheap out on sandpaper, because this process took me 3 times longer than it should have. After I was done with my first 320 pass, I had some spots with bare metal. Now, to prevent those from rusting in the future, I went over all those spots with some high build primer. Once I was done spraying all the bare metal areas with the primer, I continued to sand down the entire car again with a 400 grit to refine those 320 grit scratches. So after finishing with 400, I decided to finish off the entire car by hand with a 600. Now I read online that if you finish with a random orbital sander, it's not good because it leaves swirls in the finish. So unless you have a DA, you should finish it off by hand. And with that, we're finally done sanding. Now it's time to set up the makeshift paint booth, and I'm using my leaf blower to get out all the leaves and the dust from the area. Now I'm setting up some plastic sheeting to prevent bugs from coming in and to stop any overspray. After hanging up the plastic sheeting and cleaning the area, I washed the car thoroughly and brought it into the booth. Now it's time to mask the areas that we don't want to get paint on. So for this, I'm using 3M masking tape, plastic sheeting, and razor blades. This plastic sheeting really came in handy. You can see that it has a tape line at the top to keep the plastic in place, and then it rolls out to cover a large area. I'll be sure to link all the products that I used in this video in the description. After I got the car all masked up, I went over everything with a microfiber with wax and grease remover to get any dirt and dust off of the surface. Alright, now for the moment we've all been waiting for, is paint time. So for the base, I'm using Speedokote Bright White base that I got on Amazon for $186. As for my tools, I'm using the AeroPro A610 LVLP paired with a 21-gallon central pneumatic air compressor that I got on Facebook Marketplace for $100. Alright, so I'm mixing 1 part paint to 1 part reducer, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I made a mistake. I totally forgot to mix the paint with a stick. See, when you mix paint, when you mix your base and then you mix your reducer, you're supposed to mix it with a stick. I forgot to mix it and I just started spraying. See, I told y'all I have no idea what I'm doing, but it is what it is. And so for the first coat, I only sprayed the areas that weren't white to help blend in everything better. I let the first light coat flash for about 5 minutes before going on to my second, and I did remember this time to stir the paint. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's pretty hard spraying white on white. Like, I can't really see where I'm spraying, and it's really easy to forget where I already sprayed. But I am trying my best to do a 50% overlap, and overall just get full coverage and keep that gun moving. So yeah, I think I said it earlier, but one of my biggest issues so far, one of my biggest challenges, was spraying the white on white. With no lighting in this area, like you can see, man, nothing looks like it's coming out of the gun. Nothing looks like it's coming out on the hood. I can't see anything. And that was my biggest issue, because I just kept doubling up on areas because I just couldn't tell, and I couldn't even tell if I was doing a 50% overlap or not. And I don't know, man. That was the most challenging part, honestly. And I think if I were to do this again, I would have taken the time to lay down a light gray primer just so I could see where I'm spraying. I don't know, white on white, man. It's just not it's not easy, man. But you know, it is what it is. I ended up doing 3 coats of base, you know, full coverage, best of my ability, and it turned out okay. This is how it looks after 3 full coats. Not too bad. And I let it dry for about an hour, and then I go over the entire car with the tack rag just to pick up any last minute lint, dirt, debris, whatever. And then we are ready for clear. Alright, so for clear coat, I'm using Finish 1. I got this stuff on Amazon for about $100, and it calls for a 4-to-1 mix ratio. I'm using these Harbor Freight paint cups. It comes with these disposable liners and filters built into them, and it makes the paint mixing process so much easier, less messy, and overall just way better than the default paint cup that comes with the gun. Here I am setting up the gun for clear coat. I'm raising the PSI to about 33. I believe I was spraying base at around 28, and those numbers, dude, I don't even know where I got them from. I think I just saw another YouTube video of someone using those numbers and I just copied it. I don't think it said anywhere on the packaging what PSI numbers to use. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough, I don't know. But, you know, pretty simple stuff. So I go ahead and, oh, nope, we got a piece of lint right there. I caught that. But I go ahead and just start spraying nice even coats, man. 50% overlap, you know how it is. And you know, clear is a bit different because you don't want to do a light coat like you do on base. You want to lay it down somewhat thickington. So I just go over 50% overlap, simple stuff. And I believe I do 2 coats, and man, dude, I kept going back for more because look at how much clear I put in that cup. I put nothing in there, and I kept having to go back and remix. Yeah, that was stupid. But also, I kept getting so much water out of this gun. I don't know if my oil water separator was not working properly or I just didn't have a good one, but I just kept getting a lot of water. Also, another one of my issues, guys, when you paint panels, I like to, or I find that, okay, chill out, dude. I don't know why I did that one so much, but I don't know why, but when I paint panels, I like to split them up like into sections, right? And when I split them up into sections, I kept finding myself that I was doubling up with the clear and creating a lot of runs, but it is what it is. Runs can be sanded out, not too big of a deal. So I just keep going, do the hood, do the rest of the car, and I'll cut over to when I do the second coat. Dude, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't have like a big cup or anything, so I kept having to just remix and re-pour into the gun because, yeah, my big cup had a ton of paint in it and I just didn't want to clean it. So I'm just mixing in the paint cup itself. It's a pretty nice feature to have, to be honest, but man, I could not get through one coat without refilling the cup like 4 times. So yeah, I don't know, don't do that because it was really annoying to deal with. Guys, that's it for this paint job. I think it came out pretty decent given my experience level and budget. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm definitely pretty satisfied with it. Now let's jump over to the final cost. Starting off with the tools, I got the air compressor for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. I then bought the AeroPro A610 spray gun for $50, and then I bought the Spectrum disposable paint cups for $15. As far as materials go, the bright white Speedokote base was $200, and then the Finish 1 clear came out to $100. The masking tape plus the sandpaper came out to another $100 ballpark.
So in total, I spent a little over $500 for this paint job. Really not too bad in my opinion. But that's it for me. If you guys want to see more Integra DIY videos, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.